Hey guys, welcome to another YouTube video. And today's YouTube video, I'm going to be talking about, in my opinion, the most important aspect of becoming successful in life and achieving your dreams, right? So, to begin with, your dream is waiting for one thing and one thing only, and that one thing is not an opportunity, is not luck, it is you. You have to become your dream person before you can achieve and be put in your dream person's place, right? So let's get right into it. Why are you in the same place still, right? There's three main reasons to the reason why you're still in the same place and you haven't advanced, and those three reasons are all right here. Number one, too many inputs, okay? Too many distractions, so on and so forth. Phone, people, parties, TV shows, who cares, whatever. Number two is no clear targets. And number three is the current environment and people you are around. So let's break down these a little bit more. So too many inputs means distraction, right? And distraction ruins focus, and focus is the number one thing that will take you to the next level. If you're a focused individual, you can achieve anything you put your mind to. And you can only stay focused as if you eliminate distractions and get rid of that phone. Find a way to at least spend 2-3 hours on a goal that you want to achieve and do it, right? Number two was no clear targets. This means no direction leads to no success, because if you don't know which way or what route you're going to take to your final destination, how are you going to get there? Right? Like, let's say I want to go to this place over here. You know, you're going to take your car, you know, you're going to take X road, you're going to take X amount of exits, and you're going to reach your goal. So, how are you saying your goal is to get a Lamborghini and a penthouse and a lot of money, fast cars, or whatever, but you don't have any like directions? You don't know what road you're going to take, you don't know what exit you need to get off of. It's just never going to work out. And number three, like I said, environment and people. Old boring environments slash people are killing your momentum and your future potential. This means that a lot of people around you are holding you back. Why? With stuff like making you, like, reassuring you that you're doing enough, that don't worry, you'll get your goal one day, this and that. Like, yes, you sometimes need that, but a lot of times you don't. You need to be ambitious. You got to push yourself to limits that will get you to the next level. And I have a little story about this. So when I started off with, I was around older successful men, right? My dad has his own business, so I was always in the environment of successful business owners. And when I always used to share them my like goals and like what I'm currently doing, they would always be like, that's amazing, this and that. But then they would always tell me as well that there's a lot of things to life besides money and nice cars and stuff. They all have this stuff, by the way. But I low key started to listen to them and be like, maybe since they know more than me and they're already in the place that I want to be, maybe I should listen. But it turns out that every single one of them, when I asked like their story, even my dad, like, how did you get here? And it was the same thing. They sacrificed so much and they worked so hard that it was stupid to think that they wouldn't make it. You have to work so hard that it is stupid for life to not give it to you, right? And that is what I realized that they all did. But when it came to me telling them these things, they were telling me like it's not worth it, blah blah blah, whatever. They're being hypocritical. But that life didn't they didn't like that lifestyle, which is why they left and started focusing on their family, right? Whatever. But maybe that is the lifestyle for you, and go after it, man. Go get it. So let's say you start doing all these things, right? Now what? Right? You closed inputs, you figured out semi what your target is, you change your environment and people. Now what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to figure out what route you're gonna take to get to your goal. Do this little exercise, right? I did it myself. I've gotten people to do it and they've seen a lot of success in it. Get a paper and pen, okay? Get 2, 3 paper. It might get long. And I want you to write down your answers to these questions. What are you good at? What are you bad at? What excites you? What doesn't excite you? What future do you want? Like, specific future. Like, are you doing this for financial freedom? Are you doing this for like only the fast cars, only the penthouse, whatever it is? Write it down. And also write down things that piss you off. This can be used as motivation. This can be used into a lot of things. But write all these things down on a piece of paper and then just keep breaking down into it. Also write down, that I didn't put here, are what industries like really have your attention and what industries that you completely hate that you'll never ever do. Once you have those two industries and some of these answers down, I want you to just keep breaking down into it, right? So if you go to the industries, write 2 industries that you like and write 2 industries that you don't like, and break down why you like them. And if you do this, you would keep going down. So let's say you like marketing, right? You like a marketing company. Why do you like it? Oh, because you get to expand business and talk to people. So just keep breaking that chain down. Why do you like talking to people? Oh, because I'm a talkative person and I just like talking. And keep breaking it down and keep going and going and going until you feel like you've done enough. You have answers to all these questions, to all the other questions, and you have like 4 or 5 points breaking down into them. And then I want you to take a break, go to the gym, go eat, refresh your mind, get a restart, and then I want you to come back and sit down and read that paper. And I promise you, you will find your answer in that paper. And if you don't, then it's foolish, you did it wrong. You will 100% find out your answer in that paper, no matter who you are or what you're doing. So once you do that and you figure out the direction you need to go, you can spend every single day, every single night chasing it like there's no tomorrow. Because honest to God, tomorrow isn't guaranteed. So why are you waiting to stall? I don't know. Dumbest thing ever. You shouldn't ever. So once you have your target and once you have established the goal, now the only thing between you and that goal is how much effort you put behind it. Get rid of distractions, chase it, chase it, chase it, chase it, and you will get it. Also, let me tell you guys a quick equation to this. So I call this the equation to the future you. I created this off the spot. I'm not the biggest mathematician. Matter of fact, these glasses you guys see are just blue light glasses. So I'm not that smart where I needed glasses or anything, right? But this is the equation that I created, that I just created because it just made sense, right? So the future you equals the current you plus solving the gap, right? I don't know why it says solving two gap. I actually just realized that. But anyways, future you equals current you plus solving the gap, whatever that gap is for you. And what the gap is to figure out the gap, you have to figure out the ideal you and subtract that by the current you. And then you'll figure out what the gap is. Okay? Once you figure out the gap, like we said here, you figure out the target, then you can chase it like there's no tomorrow. So, let me catch myself because I'm going everywhere again. And another big thing about the gap, it starts with your mindset, habit, and like I said, environment. You got to be in the right mindset. You got to be in that future you mindset to reach that future you. You know, how are you supposed to be a successful business owner if you don't even have the mindset of ever running a company, dealing with XYZs, being managing people and so on and so forth. So with this, you will be able to reach your goal, and I promise you, you will be able to reach your goal. Just follow this framework. By any means, follow the framework, figure out the gap. That's the most important thing, is the gap. So whatever ideal you is, so let's say the ideal you is owning Lamborghinis, cars, penthouses, because you run a company, right, in a specific niche. Let's say you run a clothing brand. So that's the ideal you. Now subtract that guy, amazing, cool guy, by who you are right now, and what's the difference? So he has a clothing company, and me currently, I have nothing. So what's the gap? Starting and chasing this clothing company, which I figured out I want to do and really like because I did the exercise that I told you guys to do. And then boom, gap solved. Add that to the current you. Boom, you hit future you, and you could chill like Floyd Mayweather, put as much money as you want on any table, Or success for you means that you're just happy. You're a businessman. You own a business. You own a company. Or you have enough financial freedom to actually spend time with your family and you're a family man. Success is different for everybody, but the framework to reach success is same for everyone. And I don't care who you are, it's just the truth, right? Everybody's the same. And to end this video off, I want to talk about another super important thing, right? I want to put everything into perspective for you. So basically, guys, everybody's gonna die, right? I don't want to get negative and sad or whatever, but this is the hard truth that you need to accept. Everyone's gonna die one day, right? One day your life will flash before your eyes. And please make sure that it's actually worth watching. You never want to be put in that position where God forbid, you're dying and time's near and you're sitting and thinking like, man, I did all these things in life, but I'm not happy. I never got to do that one thing that I've always wanted to, whether it's owning a company, whether it was getting that Lamborghini, whether it was starting that family, or whatever the case is, and I never got to do it. You never, ever don't want to watch your own life's recap, all because you made wrong mistakes when you were younger. Change that, because life isn't guaranteed. Tomorrow isn't guaranteed. So please, even if, God forbid, something happens during the process, at least when your life will flash, you won't be like, oh, I didn't do shit to go after my goal. You will be happy and you will never not regret it. So by all means, guys, please follow this framework and I promise you guys success. And if you guys do get successful, please by all means message me, tell me about it, and I'll be more than happy to hear about it, and I'll be happier. If not happier, then I'll be happier for you guys than I was for myself. So on that note, guys, everybody take care, and I'll probably be dropping another YouTube video sometime in the near future, but I'll probably drop it more so for in the sales or marketing side of things. But I need to drop this video to let everybody know the basic aspect in getting successful. So on that note, guys, see you on the next one.